Alrighty, PG-13. So we definitely had a falling out with It's Chad's channel and Elite Legends and all the rest. That's right. Oh, I don't even know if this is all going to come in, but we're just going to sum it up pretty clear as day. Like, to give your fans the big FU and just say members only for live stream, you know, go full Hasbro. And Elite Legends didn't like that. I was teasing Chad about going full Hasbro, so I unsubscribed to all of them, and I want nothing to do with them no more, because, you know, who does that to your fans? People that have watched your channel and, you know, shared the chat with you for years, and then these, I don't know, saying something about a Purple Heart. Well, you know, how many of us have saved people's lives and pulled people from getting almost hit by a car and saved people from drowning, you know? Lots of people out there like me and everybody else. We don't get no Purple Heart for that. We just get a simple thank you. So anyways, you know, I don't hate them. I just don't want to deal with those people anymore. And that's pretty pathetic that they can't. You can tease the crap out of people and make fun of people, Elite Legends, and then when someone tries to do it back as a joke, joking around, you freak out like a little bitch. So that's right, and I would say that to your face, because I ain't afraid of you. I don't care. I really don't. I'll never meet you in my life anyways, so it don't matter to me. But nonetheless, you know, I don't hate him. I just think he's a little coward. That's the right word. Hide behind your keyboard. You'll probably get, you know, you keep bullying people all the time, Elite Legends. I'm calling you out. Stop bullying people. Hopefully someone will deal with that. Anyways. So we're moving on here. That's right. Now, speaking of bullying, the Hasbro HasLab sucks. And, you know, nobody asked for this crap. Tron. I mean, it would have been cool if it was like translucent. Would have been way cooler. But we are getting. Anyways, I don't want that. I would have rather have had like the Playmobil Fire Hall. You know, it could be easily done for 6-inch and 3 3/4. You can just switch out a few parts and use the same Fire Hall shell. Like, that's not so hard. I mean, come on. If you can get a Barbie house for like $200-300, you can definitely make a Ghostbuster Fire Hall easily for $200-300, no problem. And that would be a HasLab worth buying. So anyways, now the leaks, I'm actually not too pissed off about that, because it would be cool to get Commando Snake Eyes. That's a pretty good reflection here. Anyways, the Commando Snake Eyes would be awesome, because then you could, you know, you could use them as SAS trooper, or you could use them as a more commandos. So you can make a team with them. So I might get a bunch. And then Scarlet, I hope we get in Arctic gear. We get the ponytail one. So then maybe you can swap her head out and put it on the other body. That might be fantastic. And well, we really didn't need this Cobra Commander. But again, it might look cool because he's got his cape. And his scepter. His scepter. But the one that I really enjoy, Mara J. Now Mara J is fantastic looking. So hopefully she comes out pretty good. And she'll be looking like this. And seeing as how they did a decent job on the cover girl, although the face looks pretty like weird because they painted the skin tone instead of giving a flesh skin tone. Like, I don't see how they couldn't. Like, look at the flesh skin tone on Mindbender, perfect. And all the other figures, did they forget how simple it was? So anyways, oh, now before I lose track of something, I definitely would have appreciated getting a Fire Hall for $375 with Tully and Janine. That's right, the rest of the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters! And yes, I'm not watching It's Chat's channel anymore unless he goes back to live stream. And I don't hate him. I just think that's pretty pathetic. That, you know, you can't joke around. But you do that to all your fans and fans that have watched you for years. So I'm pretty sure there's probably more people unsubscribing to you just because you did that to them. And yes, we know your little community is a toxic community because you're making fun of too many other people, and you know that crap's gotta stop. You know, time to grow up. And it's not the first time I had a run-in with him, because I remember I was trying to tell him about somebody who had cancer and he just didn't care, and then said some other crap. So I don't have much respect for that. That's why I just withdrew and unsubscribed and just don't want nothing to do with that. You know, I don't hate the person, I just don't want to deal with that crap no more. And I really don't care. It's not like I'll ever meet the person anyways. So, anyways, it is what it is. What else? 3POA, not subscribed no more. Elite Legends, not subscribed no more. I enjoyed 3POA and stuff, but you know, I don't really care because I don't really collect DC figures anyways. I do buy some stuff for my daughter, like Batman and stuff like that, but you know. So we have a lot to look forward to Delta 17 at Joe Fest. But you know, Brian Flynn, where is my green shirts and blue shirts? You know, we could have easily had Cobra soldiers and officers for sure, like you did with the 5 POA line, and that would have been fantastic. And the green shirts and even the MPs, come on, where is those troop builders that we want, Brian Flynn? You know, where is my Firefly? You know, I got the other one back there on the shelf, still in the package. Where is my Firefly, Brian Flynn? Come on. Sorry for the thing is just not coming in too clearly, but it is what it is here. And then like Mara J, so Mara is probably going to look similar to this one, not too shabby. See, I don't understand why this camera just, it's got so many things to focus on, so it doesn't, some things don't seem to come in as clear. But having a commando Snake Eyes, that's not going to be bad at all. So it might work out. Now, what else did we want? We do want some vehicles. So where is our vehicles, Brian Flynn? Do you have anything coming at all? And don't say the mothership again, because I don't think that's going to fund. It's just way too high in prices. You know, like, that price is too high. Prices! Lots of prices. Anyways, what would you like to see? Someone said they wanted to see Mr. C. That's funny. Destro is my spirit animal. That's a great channel to watch, as well as some other channels like Cool Toys, Toy Connections, and you know, Punk with Toys has a little bit of an attitude, and you know, he pulled some crap with his moderators, so I just didn't want to have anything to do with him when I was trying to get his attention to say hi to Ken. And you know, that was that. So again, when they try to time you out or block you, you just leave the chat, go back in, block the moderators, and then say your piece and then leave. You don't need to be bullied or pushed around by people that are just toxic, and you know, all they want to do is create some drama. But anyways, if it was all in fun, I wouldn't care. But again, unsubscribed, don't want nothing to do with it, and don't care. Say whatever you want. Now, what I would have loved to see more of is my favorite figure. Where is it, Brian Flynn? Can you do me a favor and make me a rock and roll with, that's right, with a stalker? Rock and roll and stalker together as a 2-pack in the future. Please do it, or maybe even a 3-pack or 4-pack. No, getting carried away. Like, where's the roadblock? And oh yes, we can have Clutch, or I like Breaker better. You know what I'm saying? Head sculpt. So, you know, anyways, you can do a couple 2-packs, Roadblock and Breaker. And definitely need those two. And yes, I do enjoy my stockers. And where's my beachhead? Come on. We need a beachhead. We need a bunch of figures still for the line. What other deep reach figures? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe someone from Super7 will actually read the comments or watch the videos. You never know. Or one of their friends, like that we comment on. But anyways, I do want to see some vehicles soon, Brian Flynn, so can you surprise us? And we will be getting the Hind, and Delta 17 is coming Joe Fest, so we will definitely see Wave 2 for Delta 17, which is going to be fantastic. Here comes the rooster. Look at the detail in these. These are made just like the vintage, but they have swivel wrists, so they have one more articulation point, which is, well, 2 actually, technically. So again, not surprised we're getting another Snake Eyes, and we're gonna probably get a Tiger Force one. And I didn't get the Tiger Force Duke because it already sold out, so I missed out on that, which sucks because I enjoy the Tiger Force. Could have used his legs for making other Tiger Force figures too. But oh well. Hopefully, maybe they'll resell that figure again. I did get the Python. I want Brian Flynn, make some more Python Patrol bats for us to have on your site to sell. And we want Arctic bats. What other kind of bats? And maybe the vintage looking bats. The yellow and black. And where is my Crimson Guards, Brian Flynn? Just looking at all the troopers. You know, we want some more. Clearly, you know, you're doing the Arctic movies. You know, you could easily make snow Serpents with the Motor Viper head as well on a Snow Serpent body. And I told you I love my Fireflies, so please give us some Fireflies here, Brian Flynn. You know, there's so much you could do with Firefly. I want more. And the Cold Slither figures are coming too. But again, the Cobra Army. And maybe we'll get some female troopers. Come on, like, what's going on with the army builders? Where's all my army builders, Brian Flynn? Like, Hasbro could have got it right, but they failed. They gave us the other weird looking Cobra officer, whereas they could have looked for the Night Watchman mold, and they probably still have it. So they could have actually went and looked for those molds, and they probably would have found it. But again, now my army building for Delta 17 is on hold for now, just because we haven't been getting as much hours because of the rain. So my Russian army is growing. Hopefully we can get some October Guard vehicles, maybe, Brian Flynn, or some Tiger Force. I would love to see the Tomahawk, not the Eagle Hawk, the Tomahawk in Tiger Force colors. You know, I want so much. Oh yes, and a Conquest Tiger Force colors. Maybe even I would buy another. Yes, I would. I would buy another Sky Striker in Tiger Force colors. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share the videos with others, and let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it's wrong for what It's Chad did to all of his members? Telling them either you buy in or you F off, because that's pretty much what he did. So I thought that was kind of a shock. You know, even it would be nice you could just put it out after. You know, put it up a week later so other people could watch. But, you know, I don't hate him. I'm just kind of pissed off that someone would do that without even thinking about all the fans and members that watched for years, supported the channel. It just got spit on like you're trash. Oh. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to Toy Connections for more of the latest Delta 17 news. And Full Force! We will give a shout out to Full Force! Fully Force, that's the only joke I make. Alright, good guy. Always coming up with the leaks. Maybe we're going to get a Hooded Cobra Commander in the future. We will, if it's already come out for the other classified. So, anyways, thanks for watching. That's all the time we have for now, folks. PX25.